Welcome back to Pal's Fundamentals. You can find more videos on our YouTube channel, and the sources for this news report are linked below. Today, we're looking at some recent events in the Faroe Islands and Greenland.
All right, sounds good.
And as always, we'll wrap things up with a comprehensive weather report.
Looking forward to that.
So let's jump right in. First up, internationally, Greenland is gearing up for its general election.
Ah, right, March 11th.
Yes, March 11th, and it looks like we could be seeing some, well, a shakeup in their political scene.
Oh.
Yeah, a recent poll shows that support for the two current governing parties,
Okay.
Inuit Adequajit, or IA,
Right.
and Siamit,
Mm-hmm.
has actually declined.
Interesting. How much are we talking?
Well, IA is currently
Okay.
projected to get 31% of the vote,
Okay.
which is down from 36.6% in the 2021 election.
I see.
And then Sidumat's projected share
Uh-huh.
has dropped even further,
Oh, wow.
from 29.5% to 21.9%.
That's a pretty significant shift. Are there any parties that are, kind of poised to maybe capitalize on this?
It seems so. The poll shows that Democratic
Mm-hmm.
is on track to more than double its projected votes,
Wow.
going from 9% in the last election to 18.8%.
Okay.
And then Nalarak is also seeing an increase,
Wow.
potentially rising from 12% to 16.5%.
Mm-hmm.
And then Adasut and Nunatak Tornai are each showing smaller gains.
Gotcha.
But of course,
Yeah.
a large portion of those polled,
Right.
30%, are still undecided.
Yeah.
So the race is far from over. We'll see what happens.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. What are some of the, kind of the hot button issues that are driving this election?
Well, one major point of contention, no surprise, is Greenland's relationship with Denmark
Makes sense.
and the question of independence.
Yeah.
Professor Jester Hofgaard, a political scientist at the University of Greenland,
Okay.
believes that the chairman of Siemens
Mm-hmm.
push for, a faster independence process
Right.
reflects, a growing pro-independence sentiment within the party.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the issue of independence has been kind of this long-standing debate, in Greenland. Have there been any other, noteworthy developments
Yes.
related to the election?
Aki Matilda Headam, who was a member of the Greenlandic Parliament,
Okay.
recently left Siamet.
Huh.
She has voiced her dissatisfaction with the party's chairman and also their approach to Greenland's independence.
Okay.
Now, interestingly enough, her partner, Kuno Fenker, who is also a Siamet member,
Mm-hmm.
is considering his own future with the party.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
So a lot of political maneuvering
Yes.
going on
Definitely.
in Greenland right now.
For sure. Now, unfortunately, there was also some tragic news out of Nuuk,
Oh, right.
Zealand's capital.
Yeah.
A woman in her 50s was fatally struck by a car.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was in the city center.
Yes, in the city center.
Very sad.
Greenland police are investigating the incident,
Mm-hmm.
and it involved a 29-year-old male driver,
Okay.
and they're asking any witnesses to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, a very sad story.
Mm.
Now, shifting our focus back to the Faroe Islands, there's some debate brewing
Okay.
over a proposal
Uh-huh.
to allow the sale of over-the-counter medications in all shops.
Right, right. Currently, you can only buy them in, shops without pharmacies.
Yeah, that's right. So the Faroes Competition Authority supports the change,
Okay.
arguing it would be, more convenient for consumers.
Makes sense.
However,
Yeah.
the Minister of Health is actually opposed to the idea.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Well, the minister is concerned about the lack of professional guidance
Right.
that would be available in regular shops,
Okay.
which could lead to improper use of these medications.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see that point.
For sure.
Another issue making headlines here in the Faroe Islands is double taxation
Uh-huh.
for Faroe citizens working abroad.
So the Folkeflokkurin Party recently submitted a bill
Aye.
to address this.
Mm.
They argue that the current system,
Okay.
which falls under the Nordic tax treaties,
Right.
unfairly burdens those working in countries like Norway,
Yeah,
as they end up paying taxes in both countries.
I see.
So is the Folkeflokkurin Party proposing any specific solutions?
They are. They highlight that Denmark actually successfully addressed similar double taxation issues
Oh.
in the past.
Oh.
Denmark exempts individuals who pay social contributions in their, working country from also having to pay Danish taxes.
Okay.
So the Folkeflokkurin is advocating for a similar type of exemption for Faroes workers abroad.
That makes sense. Now let's move on to market access,
Yeah,
which has been a major topic of discussion recently.
absolutely, yeah.
Annika Olsen,
Mm-hmm.
a parliament member for the Joveldi Party,
Okay.
has been very vocal about this.
Right, right.
The importance of improving market access
Yeah.
for Faroe's industries, particularly when it comes to exporting, more diverse and processed goods.
Mm-hmm.
She actually agrees with industry leaders on the need for better access,
Okay.
but also points out that full EU membership, which some advocate for, is a separate issue.
Gotcha.
So what steps are being taken to address these, concerns about market access?
Well, Olson highlighted these ongoing efforts to improve market access to China, Japan, South Korea, and Brazil.
Okay.
And she also mentioned the push for the Faroe Islands to become a member of the WTO, which could open doors to more international trade agreements.
Interesting. Before we get to the weather, I wanted to touch on one more piece of international news.
Okay.
Former Danish Prime Minister Anders Fogh Rasmussen
Mm-hmm.
has been making headlines with his recent comments
Right.
about the United States.
Yes. During his time as prime minister, Rasmussen was known for being very pro-American,
Uh-huh.
but it seems his views have shifted quite drastically.
Indeed. Now, shall we finish up with the weather forecast for the week?
Let's do it.
All right, so Friday.
For Friday, expect southerly winds.
Okay.
Ranging from brisk to strong, it will be mostly dry with temperatures between 6 to 11 degrees Celsius.
Sounds like a pretty decent start to the weekend. What about Saturday?
Well, Saturday will bring southerly winds again, fresh to brisk, and along with some scattered showers. The wind will decrease in the afternoon, but pick up again in the evening
Okay.
as it shifts to west and then northwest overnight, becoming strong.
Okay.
Temperatures will be a bit cooler, ranging from 3 to 8 degrees Celsius.
All right, so sounds like you might want to stay inside on Saturday.
Yeah, could be.
How does Sunday look?
Sunday will be calmer with light westerly winds and variable cloud cover. It should be mostly dry with temperatures between 3 to 8 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so perhaps a better day for being outdoors.
Yeah, maybe.
What can we expect for the start of the work week?
Monday will see southerly winds, light to fresh, with overcast skies. And the chance of scattered showers. The wind will increase to fresh overnight, and temperatures will be between 4 to 8 degrees Celsius.
All right, so potentially another rainy day.
Could be.
What about Tuesday?
On Tuesday, the wind will shift to southeasterly, blowing fresh to brisk. Expect overcast skies with a chance of scattered showers. The wind will strengthen to strong overnight, and temperatures will be slightly warmer, ranging from 4 to 9 degrees Celsius.
Okay, and finally, what's the outlook for Wednesday?
Wednesday will see southeasterly winds, fresh to brisk, with variable cloud cover and generally dry conditions. Temperatures will be between 4 to 9 degrees Celsius.
Okay, well, it seems like we have a mixed bag of weather coming up.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Now that we've covered both international and local news, let's wrap up today's news report.
Sounds good.
That wraps up our Faroe Islands news report for today.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground today, from the elections in Greenland to the over-the-counter medications debate here in the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, it was a busy news day for sure.
It was.
Anything in particular that stood out to you?
Well, I think the developments surrounding Greenland's upcoming election,
Right.
are certainly something to keep an eye on.
I agree. And closer to home,
Yeah,
that double taxation issue is definitely something to follow as well.
definitely. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, how these stories kind of unfold
Yeah,
in the coming weeks and months.
absolutely. Until next time, stay informed.